Assalamu alaikum everyone. My name is Rashid Sanaullah and I'm here to present about topic the link between talent management and human resource information system. First of all, we will discuss about talent management as organizations nowadays establish best pool of their talented employees to get best outcomes in the market, and human resource information system helps to get best outcomes in market, and HRIS helps to perform these programs easily. The programs includes attracting the talented candidates and hiring them for your organization and further educating them for the future processes and nurturing their personalities, and these programs should have been considered to be performed easily and effectively with the help of HRIS. Next, we have components of HR programs in talent management. These are number of hired talented individuals for specific job in the organization, and then training them for flourishing their skills and their abilities further, and evaluating their job performance if they are currently working in organization and not being hired freshly, and evaluating their performances and retention of these individuals for longer period in an organization. The HRIS can capture these results based on performance criteria, so it is possible to measure how well HR programs as part of the overall talent management program are meeting the expectations. In this, we discuss how HRIS provide assistance in implementation of best of breed programs. These programs are the best ones that specifically target talent management and helps in implementing its factors. There are two drivers of such programs that are building consistency in the implementation and running of the program that is being installed in for the organization, and the second one is setting standards for all programs, that you must set a standard, and according to that standard every program should run precisely and consistently. That how consistent the program is during its working, and secondly it should be according to standards of the organizational programs. And the next we have the programs of talent management that HRIS software provides to its user. These programs are used to develop pool of good employees in the organization. The programs includes following, which are employee development program in the organization, then we have employee education program and retention program. Succession planning is also the part of these programs, and employee compensation and performance management programs are very hot areas nowadays. Now we have aspects of talent management linked with HRIS. These aspects are designing the job needs and its demand in current and future scenario of organization, and uh, how you attract talented individuals and develop their personalities for their job, and how you locate them accordingly, and how you retain them in your organization according to their performances. These processes would be difficult to implement if not done with HRIS, as it provides you data of such activities on your computer with just one click. Uh, Talking about the employee development, there is an example of Kodak. In past, uh, they have suffered loss because market was shifting towards digitalization, and their employees were not developed enough to absorb this change, and they got huge loss in the form of customer reduction. So ultimately, the HR department of an organization would use an HRIS to monitor and measure the overall contribution of talented employees with other results on a balanced scorecard, and these results could affect the design of other HR programs. In the next slide, we have a approach called as software as a service. It is about cloud service in simple words, which means the host is being provided with the services from the provider via the internet. The definition of SaaS program or SaaS approach is a software distribution model in which a service provider hosts applications for customers and make them available to these customer via the internet. The following are some popular examples of this model. The Google G Suite apps are very handy in this perspective, and then Dropbox, Salesforce, Cisco WebEx, and SAP Concur, etc. The famous examples or popular examples of SaaS. Now we have the image that describes the SaaS provider's key elements, which is a provider must include. There are 6 elements. The first one is multi-tenant cloud platform, where multi-customers can get their services from one provider, and the second one is subscription of revenue model and payment method of that the provider must use. Then its operations must be 24/7, and its perspectives should be globalized, that anyone can get these information from anywhere in the world. Then it must have partner ecosystem and advanced certification in the software that it provides. Next, we see how HRIS support talent management through its systematic approach in acquiring and collecting information and storing it, as it could be accessed by any member of the team or of the organization at any point and any time. It can help in measuring data of skills possessed by current employees or by the hired employees, and collection of data for future succession planning in the organization if needed, and leadership bench strength to train them, to develop them, and also for new potential applicants for job. Before planning new HR programs to resolve the gap between forecasted demand and supply of human capital, a company needs to know what skills exist in the current workforce of the organization and what skills are needed based on the future strategy and its needs. Now we have the point that first of all, organizations should develop some applications for their implementation for talent management, and they should have hired some specialized persons for developing these applications for the company. And if it is not able to do so, there are plenty of software providers that provide services as outsource. One can get service about skills management and succession planning and career development programs, and there are also a number of consulting firms that can help tailor an application package for a company and help to implement it. Now you can see a graph on the screen which describes the management products which are used by organization over the years from 2008 to 2011, and how the trend shows that compensation management and performance management has increased 44% and 4% respectively in the years, and learning management and recruiting management services owned by organization or get by organization from the outsourced providers are decreased by 22% and 35% respectively. The most hot areas of management perspective which organizations used in the past years were succession plannings, which were increased by 219%, and then career development with 185%, and workforce planning 169%. So organizations in the past years have followed a trend to develop their employees for their better version, and to get organizational goals on their right path. Now there are some softwares listed according to their core competencies that they provide to their user. First one is SAP SuccessFactors with core competency of web-based performance management software which it provides to its user, and then Teleo's core competency is to provide recruitment of new employees, and Cornerstone's on-demand and SAP use core competencies for learning and development softwares that they provide to their users. As talent management is a hot area for major companies like Oracle and SAP, and that's why in 2007 and 2012 respectively the acquisitions were made by billions of dollars to buy small talent management vendors to expand the area of their services that they provide to users, because it is a hot area to excel in organization and in market. Now at the end we have conclusion that talent management is a hot area nowadays, and it has a wide scope in organizations for attracting, hiring, development and retaining pool of good employees, and it is now linked with human resource information system, as people are the single most expensive resource for a company, and managing people is a complicated endeavor. Thus anything that can assist managing employees more efficiently at a reduced cost is a welcome benefit to corporations. So organizations carry out talent management activities with the help of HRIS, which not only help them to reduce their cost for these management programs, and also help them to achieve their goals precisely, effectively and efficiently in market, and to excel in market for future. Thank you all for taking out time for this informative session, and please let me know if there is any question regarding following topic. I will be pleased to answer. Thank you so much.